足腹をなずさううつろ舟。これなるは我が細野。世持つ狼の器の乗り子。いざやかきならず雨の逆穂か。
Welcome back, nerds. Fino here. The Fate Requiem crossover is coming, and with it, a new free servant, the 4-star Lancer Utsumi Erice. She operates as an AoE arts beatstick, but if you have fantasies about unshackling yourself from farmers like Finn or Meltrellis, you're gonna be disappointed. The core of the issue lies with her noble phantasm, Ame no Sakahoko. I'm pretty sure that name's gonna stay the same, but the rest might change with her official NA release. Fair warning. But this NP is instant kill. Preemptive instant kill. What this means is that if it triggers, enemies die without running through damage calculation and its related effects like, say, NP generation. Now that might be okay if you have a massive 100% battery like Nitocris, but that's not the case with Erice. And don't let the low probability fool you. You can't base a farming strategy on a 30% failure rate. Your odds of not instant killing will be better against gold and silver enemies, but again, you're rolling the dice every time. But that disappointment aside, you may have noticed that Noble Phantasm has another effect, purging defensive buffs. Unfortunately, that part isn't preemptive, but it can feasibly see use against enemy servants. This is where the rest of her kit comes together. First up is Shinigami. I know it says Grim Reaper, just roll with it. The instant kill portion lets you get procs against standard bronze enemies, but it's useless against servants. Anti-servant damage, on the other hand, gives you a special attack modifier which you can pair with the arts buff from Dead Spirit Peacekeeper for multiplicative damage. All you need is an external attack buff and you can hit all 3 major categories of the damage formula. Maybe go for a cheeky golden sumo. The downside is that the arts buff is tied to Erice's evasion, and in boss fights, you'll have to pick between upfront damage and protection. Shinigami's crit effect pairs nicely with her second skill. I can't fucking pronounce this. Der Frischütz? It's a star absorption skill. Also comes with Sure Hit, which you can pair with her Noble Phantasm or hold just for the absorption effect. While the single turn duration is crusty, the skill is an extremely short 4-turn cooldown at level 10. To capitalize on her crit and absorption effects, I'd recommend running Fragment of 2030 on the usual suspects like Astoria, Tamamo, and Waver, or using servants with innocent monster style effects like Anderson. For one final curiosity, Erice has increased passive debuff resistance against undead enemies. That category includes giant ghosts, and those love to spam debuffs, so maybe it'll come in handy. If you're so inclined, there are a number of anti-undead command codes like Spiritual Cube, Command Seal of the Azure Reaper, and Flower of the Underworld. You can use these to give Erice some punch against the living dead. Overall, Erice does have some potential, but her Noble Phantasm gums up the works. Insta-kill makes her an unreliable farmer, and unless you're fighting a boss battle with multiple archers, you'd go for a single-target Lancer instead, like the recently rerun Kagetora. Erice is corralled into her niche, and outside of it, she's just kinda clunky. You should still get her though. She's free from playing the event, cannon fodder for future tower events, and she could always win the buff lottery down the road. Become the next Shiki Ryogi. Now that's cope. Stick around for more Fate Requiem videos, and I also stream on the weekends, Friday through Sunday at 3 PM Pacific, twitch.tv/Finotaisen. This week's selection is going to include Voyager rolls, so stop on by to watch me waste money. See you there.